Hey, sorry for interrupting. This is Perry Kurtz, and I just want to tell you I've got a new podcast. I know you're saying, oh, great, another one. Well, this one's different. It's called Happy News with Perry Kurtz. Happy news, good stuff, things to make you feel good about life. We're going to be talking to famous and infamous people that are friends of mine and discussing the happy news. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, CastBox, and wherever you listen to your podcasts, as well as watching us on Binge on This on YouTube.
Everybody's good.
We always have to come.
This is the dogs are freaking out rap. Everybody's good. Be a good boy. Have some treats. I'm matching my cup. Isn't that neat? I did that subconsciously without even thinking. Welcome to This, That, and the Other. Welcome to This, That, and the Other. Episode 31. As always, we are here. Your friendly neighborhood co-host, Bryan.
Damn, he's shaking. He is shaking.
Pure shake. And Sam is taking care of my dog.
What's up? Sorry.
You're Sam. Good. He's okay.
Damn, he is shaking.
There's nothing we can do. I mean,
yeah, every time we snap
fill some time.
Every time we snap the
hey, Buzz.
the clacker. Why is this still going off? We have a clacker so that we can sync up the sound and video.
As always, dogs, if you guys are
when we snap the clacker, the dogs get all really freaked out. Mina's fine. But anyway,
Puds has horrible anxiety.
Dude, he is having PTSD right now. He is seeing gooks coming out of the ground. He is seeing planes dropping bombs.
If you guys are listening to us, you do not see me sitting on the floor talking to the dog, so this doesn't really affect you guys. But as always, thank you guys so much for listening. If this is your first time finding us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, or YouTube, thank you so much for downloading us. Make sure to go do something nice today. Go beat up terrorists.
Pedophiles?
Eat yogurt. Clean your carbon footprint.
Join the army.
Adopt a koala. If you are listening to us for the third time, do something bad today.
Try something new.
Adopt some orphans, and then just release them into the wild. Just let them go.
Yeah,
they'll find their way.
You could do that with lobsters at Red Lobster. You grab a bunch of lobsters, you let them in the wild. Same thing with babies.
Go to Red Lobster. Rob them for their lobsters. Take the lobsters and release them. What else are you going to do? All right, well, let's just kind of hop into it. Episode 31, how is your week? I say under the table, staring at your legs.
Yeah, why are you looking at my legs, bro? You're supposed to pet the dog, not my feet. My week was all right. My neck has been a mess all week. It's finally, I can kind of look around, kind of look up. Up is the hard part.
Having neck problems?
Dude, I have not been able to lift anything this week. I can get my cardio in, that's about it. But it's been bumming me out.
Getting the runs in.
Yeah, not runs. I get on a bike so that way I don't have any impact.
You know what I like is the stairs, the stair machine.
I fucking hate that thing.
Yeah.
Because if I trip on it, I hate that.
Because then you're tripping perpetually forever. Oh no! Have you ever tripped on a stair machine?
You're just falling upwards forever.
Well, good. Well, bad about your neck.
Well, hopefully yeah, so other than that, writing's good. I just started my new script. I don't know if I should say anything about it, but yeah. But my latest script has been nice. I re-edited it. It needs more editing. It needs to actually just be burnt.
I'm excited for it.
I've liked it, yeah.
Yep, it'll be a fascinating read as always.
It's weird, because now that I'm back at day one of a script, it's definitely each process is so different.
Hey man,
especially when there's nothing in front of you, and all of a sudden you're just having to feel like Mickey Mouse, and when he's all playing with the broom, and he has to start doing magic. What's that thing that Disney?
And Fantasia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it's kind of like that. It's like you got to pull magic out of nowhere, out of your asshole. Like you just got to stick your finger in your butt and be like, "Here's an idea."
Yeah, that's all what writing seems to be. You know,
Yeah.
it's just beating the living hell out of the idea. You know,
It's a pacing. There's a lot of pacing. You know?
Think about it. It's an hour.
Yeah.
What other things can you do for an hour straight? You can work out for an hour.
Well, that's when I think about the ideas, and then when you're putting it on paper, then you're pacing, and then the stupid things, the stupid speed bumps, like, okay, and so this happens, but like, wait a second, how do I format that? Do I put, it's a text message, all right, so he's looking, all right, so as a script reader, how do they understand that he's looking at a text message? Like, you have to...
And the industry standard is different for each person, too.
Yeah, and then, well, what did I do the last script? And you're like, I don't fucking remember, so you have to go look at your last script.
Submitted it to Fox. They wanted it at a 12.2 margin thing, and then they wanted...
I'm talking about just even, like, basic... That's easy. I'm talking about basic, like, writing this song is playing in this room, let's say. You have to put it in italics, okay? You put that... so-and-so by Van Halen is playing in the background.
The right way to write a script.
Dude, and then so, like, I was like, okay, I understand that, but do I put it in the middle? Is it by itself? Is it in parentheses? I didn't remember that. So then I'm like, well, what did I do last script? That was the one where I got it figured out. So then I'm like, I have to go look at my last script, find that scene. So then you're like, you're out of your zone again of the story that you're writing on now. So then you're pacing again and, like, reworking the scene in your head.
Rich white people problems, I tell you.
Yeah, well, it's paintings.
Well, that's my week, Brian. That's what I have to talk about.
Back when I used to paint a lot more, like that's painting. You paint. You look at it. You're looking at it. You step back. You pace. You have a cigarette. You have a drink. You have three. You paint. You pace. Paint.
What is painting? Paintings are right.
Then you're
if I could paint,
like, I should just stop. This is bullshit.
Why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. That's artist life, bro.
That is artist life. You know, I've never been an artist, so the only value that I know is just a command sort of work and do this. Go do this. Go protect that. Go do this. You know what I mean? It was like, go attack the guy with the ball. Make sure, go and put that dude on his back.
Right. Or here's a chef line, and here you cook this burger.
Exactly.
And then
so
saute some mushrooms. And then here's your line, and this is how you do it.
And this is how you introduce yourself to the people at the table, and this is how
Right.
these are the things that you. So it's always been sort of like here, do this, do that, make sure you do that. And then I'm always like, no, like, that's not cool, bro. Like, I don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
So being an artist is interesting.
Being an artist is a lot of self-doubt, but it's a lot because you're alone and you've been doing it so long. Like, for me at least, like, this is the way I've dealt with it. It was like, that's all I did. So, growing up, I'm doing the same thing I did since I've been like 6. I'm drawing on paper.
See that? See, the only thing I ever had was comedy. I could do that naturally and been doing it for 10,000 hours. As a little boy saying sand dancing for my food on the corner.
Imagine you doing Jew jokes when you were like 8 years old.
Hey,
like,
I had them.
Oy vey.
As long as like a little 8-year-old Brian.
Yeah. Brian like acting like an old Jew.
Oh, look, I'm a guy. No, but anyways, looking, I'm making sure we try and keep that perfect hour. Good. That's good. I'm excited to read the finished product as always.
Yeah, I need to send that over to you.
It's gonna be good. Good stuff. My week went well. The dog cost me a little bit of money, but he's all tagged up. He's microchipped out. He's ready for the next 5 years, and I'm gonna bury him.
We have the same thing in common.
Or he'll bury me.
Our dogs cost us money.
A lot of money, and they're about the same age. So I'm hoping. Yeah, because I kicks off at the same time.
I got that dog insurance, and
yeah, that's something I'm probably gonna.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay the annual. I paid the year.
Yeah, it might be easier to do that. But that's going fine, and then
but he's chipped up now.
He's all chipped up now, and we're just kind of moving forward. I have a bunch of footage that I'm sitting on right now that still needs to be edited, and I feel really bad about it because it's paid work. But I just haven't had the time to, or the computer, not that specific computer. I'm just saying as far as like sitting down and computer time to actually do it. But I've got a new dog sitter. So I now for sure know that I have hours throughout the middle of the day you know, to do that. Oh, a little Foley work, a little background work. But that's it. Real quick, that was it. I do want to make a couple specific shout-outs as far as statistics and numbers that are going to.
Oh yes,
that are going out.
Those stats, I want to hear.
They're not good, Sam. That's what I want to get into. Give me some angry rapping music. Give me some angry rapping music. I've been looking at the numbers. You scumbags, and this is my angry rap song about the numbers.
This beat's probably gonna be
all right.
Dropping.
So this is my creepy Eminem beat song. All right.
Dropping.
So I see right here the numbers. They're low. I don't like them at all. They're climbing up too slow. Let's see, and I'll just number some things that I can see. For example, the albino one only has 10 plus 3. That's 13 downloads. That's less than before. I have at least 28 for 28. Hey, China one. That's a good one. But what's going on, guys? Why are there only 10 downloads for Bruce Lee? Is it because he lost to Godzilla? Is that why? That's a funny title. You should be running to jump on that, but you're not. And that's why I'm angry a lot. Look at this other one over here. We're a real network now. At least 29. Germany's pumping out other shit. Their downloads over here because they know they like their rhymes. And this shit's ridiculous. I need some more downloads or otherwise I'm just going to quit. Man, I'm just lying. This is the only shit that I got going on. But for real, though, Bruce Lee loses to Godzilla only has 10 downloads. That's a good episode. I'm proud of that episode. I stand by what I said in that episode. I'm going to chip that up and I'm going to clip it up once it's done so that I can prove to you guys that I'm right. And I continue to get into arguments with people over that. But that's my rant.
That was good. That
Fuckers.
Was a good rant.
Download more stuff. Review more stuff. Dicks.
All right, dude. You are shaking on my cord, bruh.
Well, here. What's your rant while I move him?
No, he's fine. He's fine. He can just shake by my feet. Don't. Well, damn, dude. I mean, how am I supposed to follow up that rant? Well, that's no, but insurance companies. Fuck yeah, it's a solid. All right, ranting. Throw out the rant music. I'm not gonna rap the rant music. Let's put some country on. No, but I called out the insurance lady on some bullshit on some numbers. Yeah, so they told me some numbers. I was asking about the insurance, blah blah blah. Ended up costing me about $40, and they said, but also that doesn't cover your, that doesn't cover your shots. That doesn't cover your every time you visit the doctor's office, the doctor's visit, the vet visit. And so I said, okay. They go, but we have this premium thing where you pay an extra 20 to 30 depending on your whatever. However you want us to cover, and we cover 100% of all the entry, or like when you see the vet. Yeah, well, they reimburse you, so you have to send them like the bill, and then they reimburse you 100%. And I said, oh yeah, well, how much did that cost? And they were like $20 extra premium or whatever. And they said $250, and I was like, so wait a second. I started doing some calculations. I said, all right, thank you. Let me talk to the missus. I hung up. And I sat there with the calculator, and I was like, okay, so in a year over, if I do use it up, it's only $250. That's
pennies.
That's a few pet visits, and if I don't even, ended up costing like, even if I used it up, it was maybe gonna save me $20.
Well, that's good on you that you did the research.
Well, then I called them back and I said that, and I said, so why is it worth the hassle that I have to take her and have to do these things to keep this thing up? And she goes, honestly, you're right.
Oh, God,
I was like, yeah.
She told you were right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. You didn't tell me that when you told me the story. That's cool.
Yeah, well, no, she was like,
honestly, she validated you.
Yeah,
she was like, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You
caught me.
Like, you're correct. Most of our clients like to use this. Some of our people like this because blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, whatever,
reading off
lady.
the sheet.
Yeah, so I mean, I got her pet insurance. I paid it all up front, but only the ones that take care of blood work and all that stuff.
How much did you have to put down for that, though? That's my concern.
Forever, too. What?
How much did you have to put down for that? Like $400, $500? Like, or you just made?
I paid the $500. Yeah, like
just like a $500 down payment
for a year.
Yeah.
Instead of 40.
I mean, things start getting crazier.
And I had a 15% off insurance from USAA, like because I bundle everything because since my dad was in the military. I'm part of USAA, so when they bundle everything, it's like I had 15% off that. I had this, I'm just getting a lot of discounts, so I went with their little group. And then honestly, I looked up the coverage papers, and I saw all the other companies that are covered under the same law, like what they cover. So I was like, okay, so I mean, all these other companies are getting the same thing anyway. It's like there's a standard that they're doing. So
this has been Insurance Hour.
Yeah. So anyway, the problem is like
where was the clapping button?
they were trying to sell me on some shit, and I called them out on it, and they were like, "Yeah, just go with the
got 'em."
Yeah.
Hey, that's the way to do it, man. That's a.
And then the pre-existing condition bullshit. I gotta wait 6 months before anything happens to her leg, before I can bring her in on that.
Yeah. Fuckers.
Yeah.
A
I'm
racketeering.
not gonna say there's anything wrong with my leg right now.
The one vet that actually listens, the one download in California, she's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. That's the case I covered today.
Is that what fucked up Studio 54 was? The guy who was on some late show, and he's just like, "What the IRS doesn't know."
Oh yeah.
And someone was like,
and they said, that's how the cam girls went down too. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think that covers our rant corner. I'm sorry for ranting, guys.
Yeah, and
I feel bad for being
hour.
mad. As always, make sure that you guys.
Oh, you know what I want to rant about? Where the fuck is our deposit?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
Because now I am in a position after I took him to the thing where I'm like, it kind of sucked me pretty hard, and not in the good way. Let's make a couple shout-outs real quick.
I don't know, but he also messaged me back, that motherfucker, after I asked him. He goes, "Oh, hey, by the way, what was your parking spots?" And I was like, we didn't have numbers, bro. They might have added that afterwards. I said I described where we were at, and he's like, "Okay, thanks." Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, what's going on?
We haven't gotten anything else in the mail?
No. I could check the mail here in a little bit.
Because I sent them my change of address after that first time, but I'm hoping the ID is here and not lost in fucking transit.
Damn.
Yeah. But whatever. A couple shout-outs. Where the fuck is my shout-out list?
You shouting out? Well, I mean, who's the people that?
Oh fuck, that's on my old notes. I kind of know.
So he got a new phone whose battery is dying already.
No. Well, it just whatever. Shout outs right off the bat. I do want to say thank you to the Tree Network, as always, proud sponsor out in Des Moines, Iowa. If you need any type of plant wrestling based. What did I say last time? Arborist, and then you threw me off, and you were like, "That's a word."
Arborealist.
You go check them out, the Tree Network. They are a sponsor of the show, and we did get an update on the table. They're about halfway getting that bad boy put together.
Nice.
So that'll be very nice. We'll have a brand new table, which is very cool.
So check us out on YouTube if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't, look at that. That's a nice slide-in plug. And I do want to say congratulations to Nathan Cruz, an avid listener. He is expecting his first child.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Tom Cruise's cousin?
A daughter, yes. No, well, wouldn't that be his Spanish cousin? I didn't even think of that. That's a good one. Yeah, CRUZ, but he's like, yeah, no, Tom Cruise is my cousin. No, but yes, baby girl. Congratulations to him and his wife, Daisy. That is going to be a horror show because I would not wish a daughter upon any of my enemies, no matter what they did on me.
That'd be
Speaking of daughters, I do want to say congratulations to my sisters, senior and freshman equally. One of them's the first lady football player in women in history of whatever of the school. Yeah, she's a little punter. She punts, but she's the first chick to play football at the school.
Wait, I saw her in the news.
No, in Virginia?
Not
on that one. Well, in this Virginia school, there's been other. Look, don't bring down the. Don't bring down the.
I just saw some girl that's like some first football something.
Oh, it might be her, but anyways, who knows? Congratulations to her. Congratulations to my senior sisters who.
Now I want to try to find that fucking thing.
Find it, and then I'm trying to think of any other shout outs. We do have New York as always. New York. Right there, number 3 behind the downloads. They did get pushed down by number 2, Newport News in Norfolk. That's Virginia coming in heavy, 757. I do see that East Coast love, and I send it right back to you, as always.
This chick.
No, but that's the same number. But that's the chick. She's older. That's a senior girl. It's my freshman sister that's playing for varsity out there. Hey, that's cool though. Women, ladies doing lady things,
Well,
and
no,
that
ladies,
brings me.
no, that sounds. I think it's ladies doing guy things, which is like what makes it so crazy.
That's sexist. See, all things are all things, is what I'm saying. By
no,
defining it as a
at
guy
this point,
thing.
At this point, it's so far a male-dominated game.
I guess, man. I guess,
and that's why it's making the news, right?
It's not man things.
It's making the news. Why?
Would you say
why
lifting?
Why is this on the news? Answer that question.
Because I agree with you. Because it's a chick doing man stuff. But I guess you wouldn't call weightlifting a man thing, would you? Even though majority of men do it.
No, there's divisions. There's female and male.
Right. But I'm just saying, like inherently, like
no, because there's a female. Yeah, but she's playing with the men.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying, see, now I'm self-conscious. Now I'm deaf.
You got it on the tip.
No,
on
I'm.
the tip,
No, excuse me, as I dab
This
myself.
dude fucking spits everywhere.
Ooh, the dabbing.
He gets carried away. He really likes his podcasting.
And then I talk a lot. But you're right. I feel you. That's the
No,
life
because
we-
like golf, female and male, you don't. It would make news when the female
You
is
say
competing with.
football, you're not thinking men and women, but you say weightlifting. I don't know. I guess if you just say weightlifting right off the bat, the first thing you think in your head is Eddie Hall or someone lifting something big.
No, because you see girls weightlifting. I know girls.
Right, but I'm saying the first thing. I mean, for me, that's what I think. The minute I hear weightlifting, my first thought is
it's a manlier sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a socially manlier sport. Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, that's what men do. They're cubs running around smacking each other.
Yeah.
Lifting stuff.
Little gorillas.
Yeah. So, and then girls are the ones that look at us and go, like, they're stupid. And that's why they fucking end
Good
up.
job. They're going out there and kicking ass and
Yeah.
taking names,
Yeah.
Just don't get hurt. My stepmom, she was like,
Would you fucking slam a girl that's on a field if you had a straight shot at fucking...
interesting story. No,
You
maybe
just-
at football, yes, I'd lay someone
You'd
out.
lay that girl out. Where?
But when I was younger and when I weighed less and I first started wrestling, I think I was like maybe like probably say 12 or 13. It was like my first tournament, and I had to wrestle a girl at the very beginning to get in. Like as far as like the
Because they thought you were a girl?
yeah, and I didn't have the long hair back then. But I did have little man titties, little 12-year-old man titties. No, I was lean. I was like a panther, I was like, "Arrgh," and I didn't know really any English. And
You're
I was
the
like,
brown panther?
I was like, I hope you're ready to wrestle me to death. Did you see that Machete flipped over a car the other day and saved that lady? Just speaking of, like thinking about that, he was interviewed everywhere.
Yeah.
But he was there and like.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like he did kind of some of. He was there
Yeah.
in the sense that if you guys go back to episode like 20, when I was there during an accident and just didn't really. I mean, I was just
You're
there,
all...
you know what I'm saying? With my hand
That's
open.
a good story.
It is a good story. Go check that out, guys. But anyways,
Do you have it as a clip?
I guess I mean, I could pop that in there.
Yeah, you should
right?
pop it as a... Well, not in ours. Like, not in this one. I just meant like as a singular
Oh,
clip.
ascending is a clip.
A singular clip.
Yeah,
to stick
that's on YouTube. We have all those clips on YouTube. We have all episodes available on YouTube. We even have Olden Times TV, a great review show featuring a couple handsome fellas. And we also have Sam of All Trades. Look into the mind of a man whose tortured artistic soul resonates with functioning.
We haven't even figured out Sam of all trades.
Well, your name's on it, so I believe in you. And happy news with Perry Kurtz. Yes, happy news with Perry Kurtz. I'm sure you guys have been listening to commercials and wondering a little bit about what that is. Well, I tell you, keep your eye out on YouTube and make sure that you're following us on Instagram because you're going to want to hear this guy speak to you and tickle the inside of your ear like a uvula on a small whale and a Pinocchio tail. But let's move on to today's... You can leave that on, though. That's why we have that mic, though. It undercuts us out. Let's play that in the background. I want to talk about attractiveness. I want to talk about...
Why is this? Or why?
I tell you. We live in LA,
Yeah.
right? One of the prettiest capitals in America. Guess how many people are in LA?
I like a lot. Like the most per capita in all of America, I think.
40 million people
Yeah.
in Los Angeles County.
Yeah, and I see them every time I'm on the road.
You see, well, sometimes I see them every time I'm on the road, most of the time. But
I
think
see.
about that. We see such a small percentage. Even me, who goes around the city and does all that, you're only seeing 1%
Yeah.
of the beauty that that's and the reason
What, like
the reason I'm
apartments?
saying this.
Apartments, houses, that beauty, just people.
No, people. Well,
you
right.
say-
I want to
are you
focus on.
talking about,
I want to
like,
focus on
visual
people.
beauty?
Correct. I want to focus on both animalistic instincts and attractiveness, and then how that gets offset by either
lip
money
injections. Lip
or-
injections.
Right. So, but yeah, I was just thinking. We see 1% of the whole city, of 40% of people,
Yeah.
of 40 million people. And out of those 40 million people, I'd have to say that at least 30% of those are mildly attractive. So the first question being, what is your 1 to 10 scale, and how do you measure attractiveness?
Well, there's definitely a LA 1 to 10 and an everywhere else 1 to 10.
Okay.
There's that. Because that's why, like, I even heard that before I even moved out here.
Okay.
You're like, oh, she's an LA 7.
For sure.
Which, oh, that's
Or
a-
an
that's a-
Arizona 10.
Yeah, Arizona 9 or whatever. Unless you go to ASU. ASU's like...
Right, but even ASU, you're still shooting a 10, and then you're coming out here and because of the numbers, you're still racking out.
Yeah, so there's
know.
definitely that. Because out here, you'll see some, like, unicorns walking around.
Men and women.
Yeah, like unicorns. Dude, I saw... Here, no homo.
See, you prefix it that way. Now I must respond in kind. No homo, good sir.
I
Quite an old custom you've brought forth.
You will say what you shall about some other man.
No homo erectus. The ceremony is complete. Continue. That was my new character.
No homo. Announcer.
The old ways of doing things, man. Because we say a lot of things that, like, the other day I said that's gay. I was like standing around talking with somebody. I was like, bro, that's gay, bro.
Yeah.
And like the way I said it, I was like, oh, like you can't say that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But
Like,
anyway, no homo story.
yeah.
We were driving somewhere and I saw this motherfucking guy, and you'll only see this here, like 6'5", look like He-Man, big beautiful dog, just little shorts, running down the road like fucking just working out, and you're like, dude, that dude's been running fucking since 7 a.m. and
A
it's
Greek
like 1.
Adonis, like what they sculpted people
like
out
the
of.
jawline, like he looked like a super. Like me and Jamie were like,
What the fuck?
that's a fucking super, and he was like running, with the the fin hand run,
Yeah.
and just and we're like doing 15 and like slowly passing him, whatever, because we're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah?
you see that. Girls, same thing. You see a girl walking by, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Like stepped right out of the magazine.
Yeah, like that was
Like the other day I was standing as
like you it's hard to talk to people like that because you're like,
what do you do?
Like,
how do you even object? How
hi,
do you
you're
talk
like,
to
how you
someone
doing?
in
And
that?
you're like, hey, this and that, and you're like, oh my god, like, and you're telling yourself act normal because they're normal,
But then you see the hundreds of people who have done this and
Yeah.
talked to them and been like, hey,
yeah,
yo, little Miss Thing over there. I was standing behind a gentleman. No homo. I was standing behind a gentleman the other day at the 99-cent store, and he wasn't big or anything.
Yeah.
He was about your height. He had your build. He was like a
it was you,
a tall gentleman. wait a minute. Oh, many homos to you, good sir. And I was standing there, and we were just kind of chilling. And he had the chin, he had crystal blue eyes, and he had short hair, and he looked like a model.
yeah.
And so we were just
you
kind
can
of
tell they're models when they look very kept,
oh yeah,
Super
they are
kept.
clean.
super.
Oh
kept.
yeah, like
the face, the
Yeah.
manicure, the eyebrows, the hair. The hair is like
my nails.
Yeah, I know. My nails are pretty.
My nails are horrible.
Well, actually,
But
I just my nails aren't
I
too
just
bad.
keep chewing them. I'm to the point now where I'm
Oh
chewing
my god!
skin and shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude, look, man. What the fuck you doing to yourself?
I don't know, dude.
Stop. That's driving stress. You're driving, aren't you? Yeah. Anyway, so they're
so I was
very
standing behind the guy. Yeah, he was a very kept gentleman.
very tight buttocks.
Very tiny waist. You know, everybody has a tiny waist. It's like they don't have to eat anything delicious.
Yeah, I'm like, do you only eat avocado and toast?
I'm okay with having a little chunkiness on me. Like, I'm working on it. I've been going to the gym pretty good and everything's coming down a little bit. But, like, I look at that and I'm just like, how do you...
They were born... That's genetics.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Genetics.
That's like... And again, that's what we're going to delve into. You know, just that whole portion of everything.
Hey, some people are genetically... you got to say, man. Look, this is fucked up to say.
Let me finish my no Homo Story. And just so that I can be with you on the same page on that. And so the dude was, he goes through and the lady's like, okay, can I help you? And at that point he like speaks and he has not necessarily... And that was another thing I wanted to bring up too, that there's this effeminate speech out here in California that is effeminate, but it's dudes. Like, it's dudes who are... they go out and they bang whores. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're dudes, and so it's almost gay or whatever. I'm gonna use
metrosexual.
Fuck the world, I guess. Right? It's in that sense of what I knew back growing up.
Yeah.
In that tone, you would be like, okay, well, that dude, he's probably a gay guy.
Yeah.
But again, metrosexual would probably be more of an appropriate
I just
term.
think there's a lot of soft people out here.
Soft.
They just haven't.
It's a very it's like a very soft
because all they do is get up. The day's chill. There's no harsh weather. They just work out now. We're genetically superior, gifted.
You say to yourself, you were like,
I just mean
we're genetic. To everybody who can't see,
all of us,
Sam just pointed his whole body down and goes, we're genetically superior. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But every day we do this podcast, every week we get closer to like genetic purification and just talking about this is the perfect human body.
My sperm is worth $20 million.
Call now 1-800 Sperm. And we'll send you your own personalized vial.
We'll send you a couple droplets.
You want all this? You ladies want all this physical reaction? We'll send it to you. But you're right. Like, and so the dude, he went to the line, and as soon as he got checked out, the lady goes, "You know what? You should be a model. You are like, so handsome."
He just does a spin.
He started laughing, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, thank you." And I was
people
like
that. Get that all day, every day.
Yeah. That's a bubble.
Yeah.
It's that Alec Baldwin 30 Rock bubble.
No, not Alec. It was the dude from Mad Men that was on.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the one with the bubble in 30 Rock.
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm.
Yes, you're right.
Where he thought he spoke French. He's all shoo-voo, shoo-voo.
Yeah, and everybody was just so, no. That's such a good show. But yeah, exactly. And I was behind him, and even I was like, as soon as she said that.
Can I touch you?
I was like, I bet that felt good. I was like, that made me even feel good, like, because you're such a handsome, like, and someone acknowledged it, and someone was like, yo, that's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, and this is where the attractiveness thing comes back in. But there's levels to it. There's other types of attractiveness.
I'm gonna hit this I'm gonna piggyback off of this.
Do it.
I had a dialogue with my girl.
Put some low jams. Do you want some more water while I re-water you up?
I'm good, man.
All right, I'm grabbing.
No, we were eating, and she goes, "Why do you tell me when someone's pretty?" She gets insecure. I'm like, "Man, that girl's pretty." She goes, "Can you not tell me that?" I'm like, "But."
How do you mention it?
How do you say it? But I don't just say it about
Are you like,
girl.
go check that chick
I do
out.
the same thing about when we drove by that guy who was around. I was like, God damn, that dude was a fucking superhero. He looked like a superhero that was running down the street. Like, he literally looked like a superhero. Like, if you thought of like someone that had he had bumps everywhere. And he ran like a superhero. That was the weird part. I was like, why is this guy running like that? Like,
he was off to go save the world, bro.
Dude, but with his dog, he was just... And, but I was telling her, I was like, because I acknowledge pretty people. Like, I'll just be like, that's
the artist in you.
That's a good-looking person. Like, wow.
That's a good-looking dog. Like, look at that dog. It's cement.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even if a girl... excuse me. Even if a girl's not... super attractive, or for me, but if she has badass style, if something is badass about her, I'll be like, fucking yeah, like
a big mohawk,
whatever it is, if it's a dress that like no one else could fucking wear that,
Yeah.
she can wear that.
But she pulls it off.
She pulls it off perfect.
You're
Or
like-
all of a sudden, like somebody's wearing a cowboy hat, and you're like,
Hell
that
yeah.
looks great.
Hell yeah, yeah.
You know?
I feel you. And that person doesn't necessarily have to be 6'5". Like that person can
Yeah.
be like 5'5", or they can just be like
They
an
could be your
average.
height.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. I feel what you're saying. That's good. That ties in
So
with everything.
I was just like, why can't I acknowledge that? She goes, because it makes me feel insecure. Can you just not do that? I was like, I guess, but I said, now I feel like I can't even look. Like, why? I was like, that makes me feel weird. Like, now I having to censor myself around you. I want to look at pretty people.
Right.
And that, my mom always said, I'm allowed to look at the menu. I'm just not going to order.
That's a valid point.
That's a valid point. I can walk by a bar or like.
And again,
bar
I think
in the
a lot of
menus
it has
outside.
to do
I'll look.
with-
I'll look. Hey, I can see what you're doing there.
You know.
I see what you're doing there.
I think that.
She's mean as all.
I think that has a lot to do with kind of just the way you perceive it all, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know what your delivery is like.
People get insecure,
so.
and this is the root of it. This is the root of why people are insecure about other people being prettier or not prettier. Is because if there were two people sitting side by side for the same job, exact same requirements, everything's the same, but one happens to be prettier than the other one.
What if the other one's funny though? Now here we go into a different part of
That's-
attractiveness.
Yeah, so now you're getting into likability,
It's
and
my
especially
transition.
if you have someone in front of you, and especially if you're in the hiring process and you're like, I have to live with this person, or like we're seeing each other every day at work. Yeah, I'd want someone I can enjoy being around.
Right.
But also sometimes I'd be like, man, this guy's gonna get annoying too.
Here's the thing. There's such a power dynamic out here in Los Angeles. Like
Because it's all on looks. Well, not all, but
it's
there's a
on looks
lot
and
on
who
looks.
you know and how well you play the game, And for women especially, it's incredibly difficult out here because,
Yeah.
one, they're
very
already
surprised.
dealing with being a woman.
Even the most beautiful supermodel out here, I feel bad for him. I'm like, you are in a grind. Like, they are grinding you right now. There's thousands of you behind you.
Yeah,
that are
man.
Just as pretty.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's not and it's hard to fathom. I mean, I know that there are girls who and guys probably out there who get a lot of their lifestyle out here supplemented by being sugar babies. And there's no shame in that. I don't think so. I think to get
so.
what you need to get done.
Yeah.
There's different ways to
You're
do
giving them
things,
something. They're giving you something.
And it's always a choice. We've talked about it a lot on the show beforehand. That most of everything boils down to a choice. You choose to go to that club that specific night. Again, the way you deliver it, like you wouldn't be like, "Well, those kids chose to go to school the day that got shot up." Like, obviously,
What?
that's not.
What are we talking about now?
I'm just correlating choice with everything. Like, as far as like you wouldn't be like, "Well, those kids obviously didn't choose to go to school," or in one situation where you would be like,
how does that have to do with any
Okay.
choices of what? What's the choice?
What I'm saying is what I was boiling it down to is we've talked on the show before. Now I'm just repeating myself. It was a
To
it was
come
an
back
it
to
was
this.
a it was a
You
quick
went to
spur of
shooting
the moment
children?
thing, and then I had to stop in the middle of the
No, 'cause
movie.
it made no sense. I was just
And
like, what are you talking about?
while my girlfriend,
What are you
you
talking
being the
about?
girlfriend in the situation, going,
What are you
so
talking
what's
about?
going on in the movie right
What's
now?
going on?
And
I
I'm
don't
going,
know.
just finish the movie, and,
No,
and everything
it
will
made
be
no
explained
sense.
to you. The choice in that particular scenario, when you're interviewing those people, isn't between attractiveness and likability. And with that, what I'm saying is, with that power schism out here for women, is they're already losing at that because, again, they're getting passed through the meat grinder. So likability isn't really that big of an issue.
You got to have talent for sure. And if you look at most actresses, any very pretty girl that comes out here, look at the actresses around. They're weird looking. Like, they're pretty. They're very pretty. I won't knock them, but like they have something that accentuates them. Usually, really big eyes, like some weird head. Like really look at the actresses. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, you guys. They're caricatures of like pretty people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I notice these things because I don't, I draw.
Because you're a perfect genetic specimen.
Yeah, I'm the perfect. No, I just mean like because I draw, or I took a lot of life drawing and looking at people's faces, and
that's what I mean.
Correlating because you're the math equation between the eyes.
That's why you like looking at people, and you're look at that. Look, I'm looking. I'm doing what I've always done.
I look at weird looking people.
You spent your whole life looking at superheroes, and they're all bulk, and you're just like, look at those muscles.
No, not even just that. I even look at very interesting. Like if Steve Buscemi wasn't famous and you saw him on the street,
I would love looking at him.
You'd look at the motherfucker.
I love looking at people. Looking at people is cool. I also understand how somebody could feel a little apprehensive about it if their boyfriend was constantly being like, hey,
she knew what train ride she was getting on.
I sure hope so.
She knew what train ride.
I love her with all my hearts, but you've thrown them red flags up since day one.
Yeah,
you are a monster, and she knew what she was getting as soon as she chose that Pokeball. So God bless her for putting up with us.
Yeah.
Yes, Sam. Yeah, no homo, but yes. But anyways, but also, fucking nut up. Don't get your feelings hurt. Like you got to be tough out.
But so anyways, back to pretty.
Back to attractiveness.
Yeah, but so
what is your scale of attractiveness? What is your 1 to 10 scale?
What do you mean 1 to 10?
What is your
we need
1
pictures.
Being your ugliest attractive celebrity?
Well, what did I sleep with, or what are we saying?
I guess that scale's way. I'm thinking about my scale, and that shit goes
drunk?
into Celsius. Okay.
She's got to be a -4, and I'll still. She got to be a corpse.
What's Steve Buscemi on your scale of attractiveness? There we go. That's a good. That's a good waypoint.
Like he's not an attractive guy.
So put him on your scale.
Like a 1.
Okay.
Well, no. Okay. So we got to say.
That's what I mean. Find a baseline. Hit me with some baseline music.
I don't know. Let's say Steve Buscemi's a 1. Man, if you ever meet that guy,
Steve Buscemi's a 1. You got this. I'm echoing you. I'm your background. So what's your 10?
As a guy or a girl?
As your overall arc of pretty to not pretty in people and humans, with Steve Buscemi being number 1. Who's your 10? What is the epitome?
I don't even know their names. I don't even know.
Well, gee, you got a phone. I'll fill in the silence. Here, you can use my phone because I know you got the music. Or I'll look them up or whatever.
Yeah, just fucking.
Here.
That's what I'm saying. You're fucking my game up.
All right. Well, here.
I don't want to touch your gross ass phone.
It's a brand new phone with a screen, a non-broken screen.
It's a Samsung. How do I use the Samsung?
All right, I'll tell you while you're looking that up. And I hate to say this, but I say it out of love. Steve Buscemi's pretty close. Now, I wouldn't say Steve is just a 1. He's probably closer to 3. As far as an ugly person, like an attractive ugly person, and again, this scale is arbitrary, and I don't like to look at ugliness because everybody has some type of beauty in them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, how am I supposed to pick between Charlize Theron and Scarlett Johansson? Or
that's your scales, bro?
No, I'm just saying, like, Gal Gadot, like, yeah, she's cute, but like, there's porn stars. I could look at porn stars.
You could do that. For me, my scale with, again, we're gonna rock with Steve Buscemi being number 1. My number 10, my ideal human perfection, I would say, for men and 1 for men and 1 for women. For man, it's probably got to be
no homo.
No homo. It would probably have to be. Why do I? Oh, this isn't a rapping guy.
Yeah, I was
last
like,
moment. I'm sorry. I'd have to say for women, right off the bat, for me in this particular instance,
spit it out.
It would have to be.
Yeah.
At this moment.
God damn it.
I'm just kidding. The most attractive person. Oh fuck.
Oh
man.
my god.
Probably.
Tila Tequila.
Yeah. No, you're right. I feel bad for putting that on you like that because now I can't think of what my number 10.
It's like, okay, I feel like a blonde tonight. Like,
right.
I feel like, okay, all right, let's go with some like Nubian princess. And then after that, let's go like
everybody's
Asian.
beautiful.
Everybody's beautiful.
Everybody's beautiful. Well, anyway, I guess attractiveness just comes in.
Do
all.
I want a petite girl? Do I want a mountain of a woman tonight?
Yeah,
Do I want an
sometimes you
do I
want to
wanna
go
ride her like a horse.
Yeah, you're right, man. And then the whole act of that is just on it. Sometimes you can get someone that's all talk but that's a whole different subject.
All talk and they don't deliver. What are we talking about?
Attractiveness. But yeah.
Just as long as they don't have like a flattened pussy.
Okay.
Like
all right. Well, okay. You're right. I thought this was. I thought we were trying to be more.
It was stomped into the ground.
Oh, you're saying no roast beef curtains?
Yeah,
You like a little roast beef on your.
No, what I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to look at it and be like, God damn, like you went to college. You did college.
Well, they got all them reports and stuff about how that stuff is genetics or whatever. Hey, that's better than them crazy people chopping that shit off in Africa when they're down there in Africa doing all that wild shit, cutting women up and.
Yeah, but then you could say like, is circumcision that thing?
I used to know a dude who was stupid angry about that. That shit used to fuck him up real bad.
Did he have a small dick?
I don't know. Why would I know?
I don't know.
Did you hear me say no homo before we started? I don't know this motherfucker.
Well, what I'm saying is they might have that he was like, man, I had an extra quarter inch of.
Wait, hold on. Do we know? Do you know how circumcision works? Give me a circumcision beat. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, to circle it back to attractiveness, I guess, and now that attractiveness comes in all shapes and sizes, and you can see it out here in Los Angeles, and I see it a lot, where you see an incredibly attractive woman with someone who isn't that attractive, and then I guess it just comes. I don't honestly.
How you gonna make a scale? There's no way you can make a scale
of what? Yeah.
That's why you look at That's why people look at so much porn. Is because you're like, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. You're like, there's always something that's hot.
Yeah.
Hotter. How is that hotter than that one?
Chicks from the 50s?
Until you realize chicks in the 50s didn't shave their pits.
What?
Yeah, dude. I saw a fucking picture of a high school, an old 1950s
I'm not talking
picture
about them. I'm
of a high
talking
school,
about
and all the girls are like, hey, class. And
I'm talking about all the old movie star ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they had hairy pussies too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go. Yeah. God gave us a sword so you could go chopping through the brush, dog. All right, fill in silence while because I think
our camera.
I mean, we have probably another 15 minutes.
You're telling. Well, why are you? You're like, fill in the silence. I'm gonna go while I talk. Stop talking. You talk too much. But yeah. So, what with beauty? Charlize Theron, is a pretty woman. But then there's also Pamela Anderson. She was hot back in the day. Have you ever seen Pamela Anderson before she got any of the surgery? I'm asking you a question now.
I'm hearing you. No.
No? Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wow. Girl who walked right out of the OC.
Girl next door, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And then, then you looked at her through the progression. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? Stop going to the doctors, girl. Yeah. What was that? Barbed Wire. Yeah, Barbed Wire. That was a shitty comic book.
Yeah, that movie was just made for.
That was so shitty. Oh yeah, the whole premise of that movie is having Pamela Anderson in skimpy outfits, and then with her barbed wire tattoo. There was a comic book though before that. I think that was an actual comic book called Barbed Wire, and she's kind of like Tony Stark is to what's his face, Robert Downey. How Robert Downey looks like Tony Stark. Pamela Anderson looked like Barbed Wire. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I believe so. Let's see. Let's see about Pamela Anderson's Barbed Wire.
Looks like Bryan forgot to charge.
Oh, you forgot to charge your shit? Man, now I'm hungry.
We're good. I'll just cut
Which camera?
that main one.
Oh, the main one.
Battery popped in there, but it's fine. Okay.
Barbed Wire. A sexy nightclub owner, Barbed Wire, Pamela Anderson Lee, moonlights as a mercenary in Steel Harbor.
That sounds horrible. So as we get a little closer here to the end, guys, I do want to make sure and plead with you, despite my angry rap at the beginning of the show, to review. Please review us. Go subscribe. We are getting subscribers, though. I will say that despite all of my anger. We've gotten, and again, small numbers, but every small number counts. We're at like 61 or 62 now, and we were at like 49 maybe like a month ago or something. So it's like slow progression, and we're getting more Facebook people kind of following up on that as well. We do have a Facebook page, but yes, please. I'll keep doing this until someone says stop. But it does. I would like to make
someone comments stop.
I would like to try and get this out to a little bit more people, and we can't do that without you guys reviewing and without you guys sharing clips or just doing anything or interacting at all. So just even if it's bad, even if it's 1-star reviews, we don't care.
Really?
I don't care.
I would kind of be like,
Don't
ouch.
care.
Ouch.
Don't care. Throw in whatever. Just interact with us. And then just show a friend. There's plenty of clips on YouTube you can show people. There's plenty of stuff you can show. But we don't pay to promote. We don't boost anything. We don't ask for money. We're just two crazy guys who are about to play, you guessed it, not a game.
No?
You know what we've been missing out of our lives?
Oh, no. What? What have we been missing out? Please.
This is
An
a Spanish,
enema?
this is a Spanish song I wrote.
Have I missed out on enemas?
We haven't done erotic sex corner in a while.
Man, this is a really homoerotic fucking...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
even
getting
think
very
about
homoerotic.
that.
Like,
all right.
yeah,
Well,
boo.
you're right.
But,
You're
like,
right.
at this
Actually,
point,
let's switch up.
my man card has been tarnished in this
You're right. I mean, whatever.
Here, hold on. Keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, while I talk over here.
Well,
talk as I keep walking away.
Okay. So we'll end today's game. Today's ending game, we'll just make it super quick and we'll do riddles. I liked riddles. Riddles was a good move. We'll have Sam read some riddles off with your dog or going to a cemetery to steal jewelry from dead people. Hell yeah! I'm about to throw some crazy riddles. All right, here we go. What is greater than God? Oh, God damn it! I'm reading the fucking answers as soon as I start. Okay, here we go. Oh, you did this one last time. Wait, are these the ones that you did last time? These are all the ones that you did last time. Okay, how many of each species did Moses take on the ark with him?
2.
None. Stupid. Moses wasn't on the ark. Noah was.
Oh.
Oh, look at this gamoof. I'm gonna read it as stereotypical New Jersey guy. All right, here we go. Hey, imagine you're in a dark room. How do you get out of it?
Turn the light on.
Stop imagining, stupid. Stop imagining, stupid.
So dumb.
All right, here we go. Hey, I got another one. All right, here we go. I got one more. Hey, what can you catch but not throw?
Cold.
Hey, you got it. Hey, you got it. That's a good one. Hey, I wouldn't even thought that one. Hey, you're not so dumb. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Which genetic?
Hey, thanks, Vinny.
Perfect genetic human, my ass. Okay.
Well, I got one of them correct.
Which weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks?
They're both a pound.
All right, yeah, that's a classic one. Vinny,
That's like
stupid idiot.
That's like saying when a rooster lays an egg on the.
Hey, when is a door not a door, huh?
When it's a window.
When it's a jar. When you leave your door.
I know.
Oh, you stupid! Oh, Vinny, you're such an idiot. Okay, I got another one for you. Here we go.
Personality disorder man over here.
Here we go. All right. Tear one off and scratch my head. What is red is black instead.
What?
Tear one off and scratch my head. What was red is black instead.
Oh man, there could be so many things. Tear it off.
Tear one off and scratch my head. What is red is black instead.
Matchstick.
Nice. There are 3 men in a boat with 4 cigarettes but no matches. How do they manage to smoke?
They rub their dicks together. No homo.
No homo. They throw one cigarette overboard, and they make a cigarette lighter.
What?
I think I said that wrong.
Yeah, I think that might have been wrong.
Oh, well, my thing just freaked out. But it said throw the cigarette off.
Nice. This is for our sponsors of Samsung.
Sorry, guys. They throw one cigarette overboard, and they made the boat a cigarette lighter. Hey, don't look at me. I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy reading this. Guy. Hey, when is a man drowned but still not wet?
I don't know. I heard this one too. I've heard this one.
Yeah. When he's in an emotional phone booth.
What?
Drowned but still not. Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't go to brainden.com if you want riddles. That's not the place to go for them. Okay, I got you. I got one more, and then we'll close it out like that.
Hold on. How about I get you?
You get me with some, but it won't be Vinny. It'll just be.
Would you rather?
Oh, I like that. Hey, what gets broken without being held?
Your heart.
A promise. Hey, that's kind of nice, though. I'm not going to call you a dummy for that one. That's a nice one. A man is pushing his car along the road when he comes to a hotel, and he shouts, "I'm bankrupt." Why?
A guy what?
A man is pushing his car along the road when he comes to a hotel, and he shouts, "I'm bankrupt." Why?
I don't know.
Fuck you, Brain Den. Hit me with.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Horse-sized duck, bro. Already 100 horse-sized ducks or duck-sized horses?
Yeah.
No, bro, because that's still the kicking power of one horse.
And then like they bite.
Horses bite hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were about to be like, I got bit by a horse. Hey, let me show you. Just half of your arm's gone. No, I take that. I'll take a giant duck. I feel like I could take care of a lot easier.
You're in a crowded room.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fart loudly and everyone laughs at you, or be the only one laughing obnoxiously when someone else farts? Well, you're always the laugh.
Always gonna. I feel it.
Would you rather begin every sentence with "Hey, idiot," or end every sentence with "Ha ha, I was just kidding"?
Hey, idiot. Yeah, I can send that off easier.
Hey, idiot.
Hey, idiot. Like, you say it in such a manner where you're just...
Instead of being like, hey, take a left up there. Ha ha, I was just kidding.
Yeah, you're fucked at that point. Yeah, can I get a cheeseburger? Ha ha, I'm just kidding. And nobody would ever... Your life would be a fucking nightmare. You'd be like, oh, I've been shot. Ha ha, just kidding.
Just have a t-shirt that says, no, I'm not really kidding.
Please, I'm living a perpetual nightmare. I can't. Please take me seriously.
Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years, or live 10 lives that last 100 years each?
One life that lived 1,000. That's too much love I'd have to go through with that many lives that got lived.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't want to live that. I mean, you at least with having that one life, you're
God.
Yeah, in a sense, you can
insane,
manipulate
you
what's going on. Yeah.
Would you rather be without elbows or be without knees?
Say it again?
Would you rather be without elbows or be without knees? So
it's interesting because
you have long, straight arms then. Like
you just have long arms.
Yeah, no elbows.
I wonder... No, your sense of balance would be off. You wouldn't be able to walk or run properly.
You'd run like people back in the day that had no legs, like before they had all the prosthetic technology.
No legs.
Like
they're called pirates.
Double pirate.
Double pirate. Yeah, no, I'd probably go with no elbows. I think I could still maneuver through daily life.
Would you rather be a clown who distracts the bull or the cowboy who rides the bull?
Cowboy who rides the bull. Oh, yes. I'm going to go with my gut on that one. What would you do?
They're fucked up.
The clown people?
Oh, yeah.
Why are they fucked up? What do you mean?
Because, first of all, they used to be bull riders. You know, they're all into the stuff, so they're ignorant.
Scale of Steve Buscemi being one. Where are the clowns? Where are the radio clowns?
Oh, they're with Steve.
There's poor Steve.
Yeah, they're with a poor old Steve. Would you rather have to go to the bathroom in a giant litter box in your house, or anywhere you want but only outside?
In my house,
so like
litter box.
So you'd have to have a litter box, or you couldn't pee inside anywhere. You'd always have to go outside.
Your bathroom's a litter box.
Your bathroom. Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling in your house or 1,000 crickets jumping around in your room?
Tarantulas.
You sell them off.
And they'd probably fall in love with you. Would you rather have everything in your house perfectly organized by a professional or have a professional event company throw you the best party you've ever been to in your honor?
I don't want them to touch my shit at home. So yeah, the party.
Party. Would you rather vomit uncontrollably for 1 minute every time you hear the happy birthday song, or get a headache that lasts for the rest of the day every time you see a bird, including pictures or a video?
Birthday.
Birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to have a headache.
Yeah, and then is it like the actual song, or is it like the songs that they sing?
You just hear
like,
happy birthday.
Like the word happy birthday?
Happy birthday. Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse merman?
Reverse, so like my head. Centaur.
Yeah?
What, you want a fish head?
I could swim underwater.
With your shitty feet, you'd be the slowest damn fish in the sea.
I'd probably have more chance of
You would die.
money.
You would eat. You would get eaten so quick.
Nah, I'd adapt, man. I'd become Aquaman, bro. I'd be done there. Would you rather have all your clothes fit perfectly or have the most comfortable pillow, blankets, and sheets in existence?
The blankets and sheets and pillows.
Yeah. All right, Len, here's the final one, and then you find a final one for me. Would you rather be only able to watch the few movies with a Rotten Tomato score of 95 to 100%, or only be able to watch the majority of movies with a Rotten Tomato score of 94% and lower?
A few movies? Like, what was the first part? Sorry.
You're good. Would you rather be only able to watch the few movies with a Rotten Tomato score of 95 to 100%, or only be able to watch the majority of movies with a Rotten Tomato score of 94% and lower?
94 and lower.
Right?
Yeah.
Your quality is, I mean, that's still top-notch quality, bro.
I have movies that I love that have like 12%.
0% Rotten. Yeah, exactly. All right,
Yeah.
give me my final one, and then we'll wrap it up.
Would you rather wake up with a different face but same gender, or different gender but same face?
Say it one more time.
Would you rather wake up with a different face
Every time I wake up?
Yeah,
So every day I wake up with a different face.
but same gender?
And I would be a dude.
Yeah,
Does anything else change? It's just my face.
just your face.
Okay.
Well, you know, like
So like I would wake up, if I had a black face, I would be a black person?
Yeah, but same gender,
Okay.
or different gender but same face.
I already have long hair.
Yeah. So like it's your same face, but like you're always changing genders.
But wait, so one day I would wake up as a woman and the next day I would wake up as a man?
Yeah. But you'd be like the ugly damn woman.
That's interesting. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good last one. The waking up with a different face is almost like illusionary magic. Like you could live kind of like an assassin life. Like you could just disappear every day. You could just
Like,
you would just
I'm an old scientist looking guy.
Yeah. But then the idea of like waking up one day and just like being a woman with your face, and considering the shit we just did with the women on this episode and the insanity they deal with, and I would not make an attractive woman, man.
Nah,
I'm a Steve Buscemi woman.
Yeah.
You know? Now, if I just woke
With
up,
some makeup, you could maybe get to a 1 or a 2.
woke up as a 10 with my face,
Then you just get dudes wanting to stick their dicks in you.
I'd rule the world though, dog.
Yeah.
Then I'd choose that one.
You'd be
But
like, I'll
if that's
suck your
not the
dick.
case, well, come on. I mean, well, duh. No.
Well, duh.
No. All right, hit me with some play out music.
All right.
As always, our YouTube is provided by a variety of artists that I'm sure you could Shazam if you really wanted to. As always, guys, thank you so much for listening to this far, which I'm sure at least 10 of you are. But in all seriousness, thank you guys. If you found us for the first time and this is your first episode, we hope that you enjoyed. Make sure that you go and check our catalog. That's right, we have 30 other great episodes that are available on all streaming platforms, including Sam of All Trades, Happy News with Perry Kurtz, and Reading Ronins with yours truly. So, like,
hey, do you like this one? Hello. Can I read it?
No. But like, because the story that I'm reading right now is set in Massachusetts, but the way that it's written,
like,
sounds,
well, yes, master.
I have one where it's like Sam with the mustache, the countryman. So I have an intro where I'm like, well, Maniac McGee, he wasn't always like this, and I read the whole thing like that into it. So I still got to play with that. That's coming out. That's gonna be cool. Be good for your kids. It'll be good for you if you don't know how to read, because Bryan will be tickling the inside of your ear, just like the caramel does on top of the
he just
green
learned how to read
apple.
too.
Sam, where can they find you? And final thoughts, please.
At Sam_tattoo_13. You could also find me on the street corner of any 7-Eleven, anytime, anywhere. If you want to fight, send emails to SammyTattoo1113@gmail.com.
And then no final thoughts?
Final thoughts, man.
Anything you want to say to our ungrateful 10 fans?
No,
just kidding.
thank you guys for listening, honestly.
Thank you. 10 of you, at least. There's at least 10 of you who listen to us, and I really do enjoy that. You guys can find me at Golden.
Why they listen to us, I'm still trying to figure it out.
I Fools Productions. That's FOOLS Productions.
That's why he wears those glasses.
And, yeah, final thoughts. Thank you guys so much. We love you. As always, we are your friendly neighborhood co-hosts, Bryan.
And my name is Sam.
And remember to love each other, stay safe, and dream the dream of 1,000 dreams.
Geronimo!
Yeah! Woohoo! We did it!